Hola. No puedo reír mucho. Ay, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Estoy con voz un poco chunga. Ahora mismo estoy intentando poner mi voz normal. No sé si me nota. Tengo voz de culo. No puedo. ¡Qué asco! Pero nada. Es que estos días he estado modo vendiendo cositas en una parada en mi escuela de idiomas. Y en la entrada pues entra todo el frío y me he resfriado. Clásico. Así que me tenéis con voz de ultratumba, así medio... Pero sí. Y no me puedo reír mucho porque si no me duele un poquito. Pero bueno, se hace lo que se puede. Y que quería hacer directo sí o sí. Hace mucho que no hago directo y quiero hacer directo. Leñes. Ay, jolín. Qué rabia. Y nada. Y tenía pendiente en plan... ¡Ay! Dale. ¡Ojo! Hola Sora, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Olis. Me encontréis aquí con voz de culo, pero sí. Olis, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? ¿Qué habéis estado jugando? Gracias por el follow, gente. Ay, madre mía. Por el rate, que digo. Buenas. ¿Cómo va? ¿Qué tal? Sí, justo empezar, amigo. Pues sí. Lo que comentaba, que está vendiendo cositas en plan, en una mercadilla así, en plan benéfico, de la escuela de donde hago yo francés. Y está vendiendo stickers y prints y llebritos y cosas en plan de mi padre también. Y cosa que estamos en plan, las mesas están en la entrada. Y hay las puertas que son automáticas. En la que pasa alguien, pues se abren y entra todo el frío. Y pues yo, que el lunes, mi madre me dijo, llévate el chaquetón. Y yo le dije que no, que estaré bien. Y pues, obviamente, resfriado el canto. Pero bueno, he estado toda la semana así como medio afónica, con voz así. De normal no tengo esta voz. Para los que no me habéis, no me habéis oído nunca. No tengo esta voz. Hoy puedo hacer voz así de ultratumba. Si queréis que diga algo así muy épico, me lo decís. Os lo recito. Ahora con mi voz así sensualona. Pero sí. Está ronca. Literal que sí. ¿Estuviste igual? No. Buah. Dale. Dale, Rick. Te agradezco. Dale. Merci. Pues sí. Y literal que... Bueno, está todas las tardes que es cuando hago directos, en plan vendiendo cosas. Y pues obvio, no he podido hacer directo. Y hoy pues ya no tocaba, en plan, hoy no, la escuela no está abierta. Y de hecho, pues tengo que hacer directo, aunque tenga la voz así hecha mierda, porque, vamos, tengo muchas ganas. Encima, con Genshin, que quiero tirar por el banner, y aún no he tirado porque quiero tirar en plan en directo. Y es como me he aguantado y las ganas. Así que lo primero que vamos a hacer, seguramente ahora, va a ser tirar en el banner. Porque, necesito, quiero al muchacho dron. Pero sí. Dale. Pero literal que he estado así desde el lunes no, porque aún no me lo había notado, pero el martes ya fue como, oh no. Pero sí. Hola Dani, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Me encuentras con voz así de... La ronquera, amigo. Lo dicho, sí. Si hay algo que queráis que diga ahora, aprovechad, porque tengo la voz ahí de ultratumba. Esto va a pasar así de tanto en tanto ahora. Me he hecho un... de algo edgy. Como que... Es que no soy edgy. Oh no. Yo antes era como tú. Oh no. Omae wa mo shindeiru. ¿Nani? Oh my god. Ay. Jojo. 向かってくるのか。このディオン。Ok, no. Ah, por favor. Ay, ay, ay. Pues sí. Y nada, me he hecho un tomillo así con miel para ir bajándolo porque es que también me lo nota ahí. Ay, y voy a ir moteando de tanto en tanto por razones obvias, porque si me tengo que mocar o si estornudo o si, pues, eso. Pero sí, sí, sí. A ver, de Genshin, me han puesto un montón de cosas. El evento este que pusieron el otro día, ya lo he hecho, porque es que le queda 2 días. Y dije ayer, vamos a terminarlo. Y naroco.art. Sí. Oh. Espera. Lo dicho. A tos. Si veis que muteo, lo más seguro es porque tenga tos. O sea, es la... Pero sí, sí, sí. No sé. Ya me decís si queréis que diga alguna cosa así. Canto gutural. Lo, 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 lo. Wololo. Wololo. Ay, pues sí. Y nada, y tengo que hacer aún lo de las cartas, o sea, no... He estado toda la semana que no he podido ir a Mondstadt porque se me empezaba la cinemática sin que yo quisiera. Y es más, se me empezó la legendaria de Najida. El principio no me puede escapar ni cerrando el juego. Y nada, pues se me empezó sola, como quien dice. Pero nada, vamos a hacer una cosa. Quiero tirar por el banner primero. Que en principio lo tengo que... O sea, que es como que asegurado seguramente. ¿No hay crossplay tampoco? Ay, Dios mío, qué... ¡Ah! ¡Qué rollo! ¿Pero por qué? O sea, tan difícil es. No sé. Ay, yo mira, de aquí aún digo, pero... Y encima estoy viendo. Oh, amigo mío, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Dónde disparas? ¡Casi me mata! ¡No! Amigo, no. A Rede no le ha gustado eso. No quiere que tire por el banner. Quiere que me las guarde para ella. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah. Qué mal. Oh, Dios. Vale. Voy a tirar en el banner ya. O sea, eso es lo primero. Mira cuánto tengo aquí guardadito. Y en la tienda tengo más. Mira. O sea que... Si no sale... A ver, ahora la cosa es a cuánto sale. Pero bueno. A ver, deseadme suerte. Porque aquí... A ver si con mi voz de ultratumba le gusta y dice boom. Y yo tirando singles. Porque tengo ahorrado en plan de las... bendiciones y demás. Me pillé una, por cierto, porque tenía ahorrado de saldo de Gold Play, en plan como 3 euros, una cosa así. Me costó un par de horas y dije, ala, ya está. Ya tengo para un mes más y ya. Pero sí, sí. A ver si sale. Vamos, muchacho. Vamos para casa. Venga, va. Te hago un colacao. No quiere colacao. Oh, quiere Nesquik. Quiero un tecito. A ver, al menos... A ver qué nos sale también. A ver. Oh, toma. Toma, no sé si lo tengo ya full. Creo que no. Y... No creo que me salga nada más, ¿no? Nah. Vale. Un toma. Toma. Bueno, aquí no lo puedo ver. Estaría bien que pudieses ver en plan ya aquí directamente la constelación para saberlo. No sé. Pero bueno, vamos a ver. Venga, va, pues te hago un squeak. ¿Te va mejor un squeak? No le va mejor un squeak. Oh. A lo mejor a Farusan sí le gustan los Nesquik. A ver. O toma. Ah, mira, sí le gusta Nesquik. Ah, confirmamos, a Farusan le gusta el Nesquik. Oh, me quiero un toddy. Oh. No sé si saldrá alguna cosa más. No creo. Nah. Aguanta el chocolino. A ver. Es que aquí chocolino no hay. Nunca lo había oído chocolino. A lo mejor Ascara quiere chocolino. A ver. ¿Y si te doy chocolino? ¿Qué me dices? No, tampoco quiere. Ahora le preguntaré, ¿o Coca-Cola o Pepsi? A ver qué sale. Luego será, no, Monster. Porque como es Echi. El colacao está bueno, está rico, está rico. A mí me gusta tanto colacao como un Nesquik, ¿eh? Que hay mucho debate. Aquí en España es o eres de colacao o eres de Nesquik. Y punto. Porque eso se mezcla o no. Es como a mí me gustan ambos. Pero bueno. Para gustos colores, oye. A ver qué sale. Fijo, sale un arma. ¿Qué te juegas? No. Ah, bueno, sí, es verdad que ha salido una. Fijo, solo sale un arma. Pues no, le gusta la Coca-Cola, pero la que es de marca blanca, ¿sabes? Esa. La del Mercadona, la hacendado. A ver, ¿Coca-Cola? No. Ay, mira, bro. Qué bonito él. Good boy. ¡Oh! ¡Ojo! 2 por 1. ¡Qué bien! Pepsi lo mejor que tiene es al Pepsi Man. Yes. Pepsi Man. No está mal esta tirada. Pero a esta muchacha ya la tengo. Así que... a ver. Venga, va. Cariño. Te traigo una Pepsi. Creía que sí que es de Pepsi. Creo que es 70... Bueno, ahora ya estaba 90, ¿eh? Porque lo tenía 30 antes. Así que estamos ya a piti. A ver. 50-50, ¿eh? Por eso. A ver, ¿qué pasa? Catalizador de 4 estrellas. A ver, eso significa algo, ¿eh? Me lo van a dejar para el final, ¿verdad que sí? Para joderme. ¡Míralo! ¡Ah! ¡Bien! Qué suerte la mía, ojo. ¡Ah! Por favor, el señorito es fan de Pepsi Man. ¡Yes! ¿Ves? Le gusta la Pepsi. Dice, Coca no a las drogas. Pepsi sí. Ay, amigo. Pero mira, y con el catalizador este. Jolines. Vale. 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 Pues mira, aún me ha quedado bastante, ¿eh? Pero sí lo tenía creo que ya a 90, ¿eh? O sea, Pepsi's Love, Pepsi's Life. Exacto. Y de aquí me falta uno. ¡Ah, qué rabia! ¡Qué rabia, hombre! Vale, amigo. Ya lo sé. Te da rabia que haya sacado por él y no sacase la segunda. Bueno, la primera tuya, ¿verdad que sí? Pues te tendrás que aguantar un poquito, amigo. A ver. Yo lo puse aquí. A la gente que parecía un fatuis. Dilo con el traje este nuevo parece un fatui. Este modo espía. Y pues Bárbara porque necesitaba algún healer. Pero no sé quién cambiar. Luego así más por temática que otra cosa. Porque del tipo composición de equipo como que no. Pero... A ver, el muchacho. Míralo. Qué happy. Y yo he visto, sí me he spoileado lo de que le puedes poner nombre al Trotamundos. Trotamundos, Dios mío, Trotamundos. ¿Por qué ese nombre, Trotamundos? Ay, ay, ay. Bueno, es que viajero no le pueden poner, obviamente, por razones obvias, pero jolín, no sé. No sé. Seguro algún otro nombre habría que estaría un poquito mejor. Sí, sí, sí. Sí, 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 sí. Y yo he visto mucha gente que le ha puesto Baby Girl. Y es como, Baby Girl. Y yo, no, no puede ser. Y yo, Dios mío. Oh. Pero sí, sí, sí. O de gente intentando ponerle nombre de algunos de los Fatui. ¿Le pondré Pepsi Man? No. Oh, Dios. Vale, un momento. Tengo una trompeta por nariz, amigo. Ah. Buh. Cada vez que me suena es como pu, 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 pu. Ay. Y se acabó. Oh. Ay, ya no me queda. Qué mal. A ver. Voy a ponerlo con este muchacho aquí mientras. Para verlo. Un poco. Lo probé en el evento este que digo que quedan 2 días. Pero es que se ve muy bonito el modelo y todo. Es como... ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Volaré. Wow, wow, wow. Cantaré. Ay. Más arriba aún. Su madre. Literal, su madre. ¡Ay, no! Tengo que poner un equipo con Ei. Oh. Oh, no. Tengo que ponerlo con Ei y con... con Nahida. Y ya está. Perfecto. No, pero me gusta el color así que le han puesto. Mucha gente era como, no, yo quería con lo que tenía antes, no sé qué. Y es como, bueno, a mí me gusta. Está bonito. No sé. Pero sí. Sí, 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 sí. A ver. Vamos a hacer lo de las cartas primero. Así me lo quito de encima. Porque tengo un problema con la misión suya. Que es que primero tengo que hacer la de Kazuha. Así que vamos a hacer la misión de Kazuha primero. Pero sí. Primero de todo lo de las cartas. Luego Kazuha. ¿Lo habría hecho en otras horas? Sí. Pero es Kazuha. Kazuha es otro de mis mains, así que ya que la tengo la misión, la quiero hacer en directo. Porque ni le he empezado, así que... Buah. Momento. Que me he pillado a una cosita así de comer. ¿Ves? Eso pasaba.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it?
Ya lo pongo en automático.
You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
Joder.
If your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check with Albedo first and see what he
Caja de
thinks.
pedos.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Oh, no.
Tomatoes! So gross! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose
Dios.
received recently.
Oh, no.
A strange package?
Yes. I
Sucrose,
believe it's
¿qué
from a
está- qué se está
Sumeru scholar
buscando?
who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Oh, no.
A package from an
Oh,
academia
no.
scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
¿Qué no? A ver. Dios mío, acabo de jugar una partida en el Clash contra una nave que spamea fuego en emotes. ¡No! ¿De ganaste? Bueno. Bueno. Está ahí divirtiéndose, hombre. Bueno, es un paquete de agradecimiento, sí, y
There
tal.
wasn't
Y
anything
vaya
dangerous
paquete.
inside.
Joder,
Just a bunch of strange cards.
amigo.
I think
Las
I've seen
cartas.
Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
¡Ay, qué mona! Mírala. Sí, exacto, lo que dice Dani.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatanic sweet flowers. Hi,
Oh,
is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of
me
research.
muteo de mientras.
It's a card game that's been
Casi
getting
como-
really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
Justo me pongo a comer, justo me hacen hablar. Ay. Así que este es el juego del que hemos oído hablar, sí.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first time we've ever actually seen any of the cards. We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an
ahora sí.
opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King
Yu-Gi-Oh moment,
possesses
sí, sí, sí.
him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Y Sucrose de modo que...
What's
¿Qué está
wrong,
pasando?
Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story
Invoca
plays
al mago
out,
oscuro.
I can
Ah.
lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Sí.
Well,
cartas.
I I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now.
Ay, el
I'm committed
vicio.
to not even
El
touch
vicio,
Genius
amigo.
Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Ahí las estrategias. Uf. Tremenda waifu la maga oscura. Yes. Yes. A ver. Si quieres jugar solo tienes que decirlo, ¿eh? Sí.
Okay, fine. Paimon's curious and would like to give it a try.
Ah. Please.
Although,
Ah, qué mona.
seems like we
Por
can't learn how
favor.
to play it anytime soon,
Ay.
'cause Timaeus has
Please.
given up for a while.
Ah.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
La cola de... La taberna de cola de gato, ¿eh?
Yep, that's the place.
Mama.
It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around.
Venga,
To
va.
be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Estoy emocionada, Paimon. Hala. Yo os digo la verdad, nunca he jugado a ningún juego de cartas. En plan, ni Magic the Gathering, ni... Los conozco, pero nunca me he puesto en plan... En serio, en plan, a ver... Cómo va cada cosa, o cómo... ¿Sabes? No sé. Pues sí. Hizo falta 2 años, pero al fin tenemos lo que siempre quisimos, entrar al bar de Diona. ¡Exacto! Yo quería entrar. No dejaban entrar. ¿Es aquí? ¿Es esto? Tienes que ir por aquí. Amigo, ¿qué estás haciendo tú? Mira, gatito. Qué cute. Oh, menos mal. A ver. ¡Ay! ¡Cat Café!
Welcome to the Cat's
La
Tail.
música.
It's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the
Míralo.
Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh,
I'm afraid I've
Oh,
already told
míralo,
you before.
míralo.
Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
¿qué proyecto es ese? Está haciendo, intentado hacer Cat Girls. Cat Boys. ¿Qué proyecto es ese?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
Oh, I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
A ver.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more
Ay,
and
hola,
more people have
Clementito,
been
¿qué
gathering at the
tal?
Cat's Tail to
¿Cómo
play.
va?
So I thought, why
Estoy como
not
de
have a
culo.
dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
A ver.
Met who?
You know, Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all. So I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
Míralo.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says
¿En
that the
serio?
word
¿Intérprete de
customer
gato
is
es este?
much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone
Soy
who
yo.
loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most
Sí,
formidable
sí,
TCG
todo con lo
player
mío.
of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
God damn.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
Sí, sí.
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
Ah.
Oh? What's that? Shu Yen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood.
Espera.
I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Pues sí, eso es lo que estaba diciendo. ¿Cómo lo hace? Yo quiero eso. Dios mío. A ver, a veces cuando me piden comida lo entiendo, pero... no sé. Y bien, Clementito, lo único que eso, que estoy acatarrada que no veas. Pero bueno, cositas. Al menos. Conseguiste Scaramouche, a Kiki Faruzan y a Shanglin C1. ¡Oh, nice! Yo ahora he pillado al Scara. También me ha salido ahora. Jijijiji. Pues sí, sí. Increíble. Mira, las dos están igual.
Yes, it was the Sacred Duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Venga, va. ¡Ay!
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Dios mío.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
Ahí está.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Gato callejero me dice miau mi mente. El mundo está lleno corrompido hasta la médula. Debes dejar tu humanidad atrás y convertirte en Batman. Mátalos. Mátalos a todos. Digo miau. Digo miau. Pues así. Así. Literal que está así el muchacho. Cierto, las patas del príncipe probablemente no puedan sujetar las cartas. True.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
La muchacha. Mírala.
Blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that?
No sé, no sé.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know,
Bueno, así hacer negocio,
going
¿no?
up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
No, Nas, no.
Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shu Yan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Eso te lo estás
Shuyan,
inventando, ¿eh?
drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Vale. Míralo. Míralo. Che. Me encanta que el modelo siempre está sonriendo. Qué cute. Padre, eres disléxico y el gato te había dicho que lo salvaras de la espiral de desdicha. No. Pero cuando te diste cuenta del error ya era demasiado tarde y otro gato tomó el poder. Oh, no. ¿Qué hay aquí? Hello. O sea, hay gente para... Anda. ¡Ay, gato! Qué mono. Bueno, venga, va.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Sí.
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
De hecho tenemos algunas cartas, sí, pero...
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything.
Claro, claro.
Alright,
Please.
so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start?
Venga, va. Vamos.
Alright, then let's begin.
A ver, ¿cómo va? ¡Ay, me los pones los dos
Welcome to the
juntos!
world of Genius Invocation TCG.
A ver.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew.
Qué mona.
Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours.
Vale.
Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Vale, diferentes ataques, ¿no? Que cuestan diferentes.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Vale.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
Vale.
During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
A ver. Vale, o sea, esto es lo de... Supongo que debe gastar, ¿no? Vale, sí, entiendo.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
Ah, amigo, tipo comodín, ¿no? Vale, vale. Sí, me gusta mucho la voz que pone.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go up.
Usaré ese para...
That was pretty good.
Cuando solo
It's
tienen
one
puntos un
opponent
poco un
down
gasto,
for the
¿no?
count.
Pero bueno.
Yeah. But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
Sí, ¿y qué? ¿Qué hacemos ahora?
In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
Ah, vale.
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck.
Pues sí.
There's no way we'll be able to use D-Luke's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them.
Bueno, mejor.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first.
Vale.
This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round.
También puedes mantener el clic y arrastrar a los dados. Ah, sí. Ah, dale, dale, dale. Está bien eso.
Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still one short.
Amigo.
Never mind. Let's start with the normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Vale.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
Vale. Entiendo. Pega bastante también igual, ¿eh? Upa. Upa.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
A ver, a ver, a ver.
Time for retribution!
Dead. Ya veo. Vamos, daditos. No está mal.
In an actual game
Sí, ¿no?
of
Después, a
Genius
lo mejor.
Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage.
A ver, a ver. Pua.
Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Bueno.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Vale, entiendo.
Freeze!
La reacción le hará más daño, ¿no?
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered.
Ay, vale.
At the moment,
Ahora.
your opponent
Ah.
is affected by cryo,
Ooh.
so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters.
Entiendo.
Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
A Diluc. Se le nota que tiene ahí un rabia, ¿eh? Con Diluc, pobre. Si a él no le gusta el alcohol, hija.
You can
Ay,
spend 1 elemental die of any
Ah,
kind to
vale.
switch a standby character
sea,
to the
tiene
active
truco eso.
character.
Vale.
Let's
Entiendo.
finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
Vale. O sea, te gasta el turno también cambiar de personaje. Ok, ok.
Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke.
Sí, ¿no?
Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction.
Entiendo.
When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Justo como la vida real. No está mal.
All right.
Mira, Paimon,
Next up,
qué
let's
mona.
learn how to use card types other than character cards.
A ver.
These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Sí, mira, sí me deja. Qué mal.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
Ah, qué mal.
Well,
Eso es un poco de suerte
never
también,
mind.
¿eh?
Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use.
Vale.
Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
Eso pasa más de lo que me gustaría. No, ¿qué dices? Oh, no, qué mal. Ah,
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah. That means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type.
vale.
Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll
Vale.
cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now,
Ah.
so playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out.
Hay cartas para asegurar que te salgan dados del personaje en el combate. Ah, amigo.
But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character.
Ah, vale, esto, ¿no?
And
También.
this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Ok.
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White-Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1
Entiendo.
extra damage! What?
la señora.
Booyah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand.
El pollo.
At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
No, el pollo no. A ver, 1 de vida. Entiendo.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time.
Vale.
Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Pues Diluc, ¿no?
Let's finish this swiftly.
Le ponemos los artefactos y otras cosas, ¿no? A ver. Esto los cambiamos. Bueno.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick.
A ver.
Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round.
Amigo.
All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents.
Vale.
Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours.
A ver. Ta. Uno menos. Vale. ¿Y Paimon? Oh, shit. Esa es buena, entonces. Pues random, ¿no? Ay, tienen que ser del mismo, ¿no? Ok. Ok. No. Sí o sí tienen que ser 2. ¡Ah, qué rabia! Ah, puedo cambiarlo. O sea, puedo seleccionarlo. Ay, menos mal, vale. Entonces sí. A ver. Podría... Es que voy a estar ahí un buen rato, ¿eh? Sí, ¿no? Si es blanco, tiene que ser del mismo, sí. Vale, entiendo. Se lo voy a equipar, porque si nos va a gastar uno menos. O sea, y sí o sí tiene que ser con... A ver. Diluc. Vamos a hacer así. Vamos a probar con todo. Sé que voy a gastar lo de Kaya, pero mira, es que... Mejor esto que no gastármelo. Sé que podría hacer reacciones, pero... Voy a probar. A la locura. Ay. Este no puedo porque tengo que tener lo de ataque. Ay, este no me va... Vale, o sea, este no me va a gastar nada. Vale. Good shit, good shit. Pues santo. Entiendo. Ah, no, sí me ha gastado dos random. Hostia. Su madre. Ok. Vale. Ah, qué mal.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase,
Amigo.
you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile.
Vale.
Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Aún voy perdidísima, pero sí. A ver. Se ha quedado girando. Bueno. Entiendo. Puedo hacer este y luego este, ¿no? Sí, ¿no? Sí. Creo que sí. Sí. Uf. Yauch. Ay, ya no me... What? Amigo, what? Vale. Ahí ya me ha jodido, cabroncete. Tío, a lo mejor me mata a Diluc. Déjame hacer esto. Pup. Y... Ah, me hace gastar uno, sí o sí. No, voy a atacar, normal. Esto es que gasta también 2, ¿no? Entiendo. No, no tendría para hacer este. No, o sea, sería uno de este y uno del otro. Así que... Sí. Vale, sí, es 2 random. Vale. Ahora entiendo lo de antes. Me he quedado... ¿Por qué he pasado? Bueno, vamos a hacer así. Faltará uno, pero... A lo mejor me mata. Ah, pues no. Bueno, pues no. Dead. Sí, ¿no? Entiendo. A ver, un momento. ¡Ah! Dios mío. Pues sí. A ver, Invocación de los Sabios es un juego de cartas de ritmo rápido y emocionante. Usa tu mazo de cartas de personaje y de acción y reta a distintos oponentes a una partida en el tablero. Vale. Bueno, es un resumen de lo que hemos hecho hasta ahora. Básicamente. Hay 8 tipos, 8 caras con 7 tipos. Sí. Super chill. Y la de Omni. Vale. Sí, lo mismo. Lo de antes. Hay varias bonificaciones. Decías reacciones también.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that?
Me encanta la música también.
Challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in Adventure Challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Entiendo.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tale's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
Eso iba a decir
I
yo.
stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
Oh. En absoluto. Ay. Diluc. Diluc. Mira el gato. Este es mi gato. Se sienta encima de mis pies ahí. Muac. Ese gato. Mira ese gato. En absoluto.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Oh.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is
Es muy raro, ¿no? En plan de
tú.
ti mismo.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Y los gatos random.
And what sort of a customer was he?
Imagínate verte a ti mismo en plan
He had
en un juego de
light
cartas.
question and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Ese es Kaya. Sin duda es Kaya. Sí.
Gah, I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Vaya.
Don't
Algo me
worry.
dice que es Kaya. Sí, ¿no?
Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So,
O sea, que
what
tenía
about
su
the
carta, ¿eh?
character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect
Qué tranquilo,
Diluc
¿no?
to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel Share.
Amigo. Desafío en duelo. Ay, it's time to... Venga, te
I
desafío.
was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do.
Ay,
We'll have to have that duel another time.
mejor no sacar conclusiones apresuradas. Vayamos a ver a Kaya. Ay, ay. Claro, claro, no hay problema.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
Pues sí.
You know where the
True.
door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
Que vuelve.
I hope Kaya will be alright.
Oh, no. Pobre Kaya.
Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun.
A ver.
But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
Joder.
Got it?
Sí, ¿no?
Then,
Hostia.
let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards.
O sea que le han
why
hecho
don't we
una
have
para
our
ella.
first duel?
Venga, con mucho gusto, va.
All
Vamos a
right,
probar.
Let's duel.
¡Let's duel! ¡Oh! Vamos. Oh. Amigo. ¡Ay, qué moni! ¡Ay! Mira, Jutao. ¡Ay! Eso de invocar al Exodia, sí. A ver. Escoge una invocación enemiga para destruirla. Hostia. Toma 2 cartas. No sé si cambiar alguna, la verdad. Espera, ¿eh? Vale, ahora sí. Una vez por ronda. O sea, solo duraría una ronda en plan... Vale. Y este... toma 2 cartas. ¿Sabes qué? Lo voy a dejar así para probar. Porque como no... Quiero probar todas las cartas. Y como estas son así de prueba, pues... Oye, ya está.
Unlike the
¿Por qué no?
adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent.
Ah, vale, entiendo.
Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end.
A ver.
Yowza!
Miausa. A ver, ¿con quién empiezo? Sucrose creo que la voy a dejar para el final. Vamos a empezar con Kaya, ¿no? A ver. 1, 3, 2. 2, 3. 3, 2. 4-2. 4-3. Entiendo. No, vamos a probar con Kaya. ¿Dicen ya al terminar cada frase en la versión japonesa? ¿En serio? No sabía eso. Ay, Dios mío.
Ready when you are.
Oh my god. Kaya. A ver, ¿qué me ha salido? Nah, tengo que cambiar. No, este no. Estos. Bueno, mejor. No está mal. A ver. ¿Puedo tomar dos tal cual? ¿Me gasta un dado, pone? Sí. Vale. Si no, para la siguiente. Vale, vale, vale. Entiendo.
Dodge this.
Vale, si hago cambio, me gasta uno. Bueno, si necesito otro dado, así que... No. ¿Sabes qué voy a hacer? Bueno, podría... Calla, lo voy a cambiar este. Es ese.
Dodge this.
¡Pup! Au. Sí, ya está. Alex, aún se me guarda, vale. Está mirando eso. Uf, qué mal igual. Uf. Vale, voy a tener que cambiar otra. Esto es... vale. Ah, entonces habría ido bien con Diluc. Bueno. ¿Y esto? Bah, quita eso. Y... sí, ese de ahí. Entiendo.
Oh, so sorry.
Pues Ah, amigo, vale. O sea, ahora la idea sería cambiarlo. Sí.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Ok, ok. Cambio otra vez. Puede cambiar 2 veces.
I can do it.
¿En serio? Otra vez.
Let's finish this swiftly. There can be no
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Vale. No, aquí no puedo hacer nada ya. Si puedo equiparme de algo. Tipo esto. Sí. Así ya me lo equipo, termino. Y fin de ronda. Vale, vale, vale. Qué mal, Dios. A ver, un momento. Au. Yauch. A ver. Tienen que ser del mismo tipo, ¿verdad? Qué mal. Este no hace falta, ¿verdad? No. Se podría hacer 2 ataques normales también. ¿Y esto qué es? Invocación. ¿Plan de estos? No entiendo. Pues nada, la voy a descartar, ¿sí? De mientras. Bueno, no, espera. Vale. O sea, aquí son 2 random. 2. Vale, podría. Sí. Ataque normal. Pero ves, aquí me gasta 1. Ya. Solo me dura un turno eso. Qué mal. Sí. Es un poco un gasto, pero mira. Uf. Qué rollo. Voy a cambiar. Sí.
I can do it.
¡Oh! ¡Yae! A ver, Yae. ¿Y no hay límite de rondas tampoco? Que eso es otra cosa que está mirando. Voy a probar así. A ver qué sale. Fua, nada bueno. Bueno. Au. amigo. Está bien eso. Sí, es verdad. Para. Sí, voy a cambiar de personaje. He cambiado por cambiar.
Swiftly.
Pero, bueno. ¿En serio? ¿Ya? ¿Acabado? Joder. Bueno, pues nada. Overkill. ¡Pum! ¡Ah!
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Puedo... Espera. ¿Qué puede hacer ella? Vale, sí puedo. Puedo cambiar aquí con uno de estos.
I can do it.
Y como ha terminado ya, pues mira. Al menos uno le quito. Y ya está. Madre mía, cuántas cartas. Vale. Vale. ¿Quieren que ataque con esa carosa? ¡Yauch! ¡Jesus! ¡Ay, me ha hecho cambiar de... ¡Qué mal! Ah. Vale. ¿En serio ya? ¿Esa carosa con 3 puede hacer algo? Sí, ¿no? No, pero necesitaría 6 igual. Ah, qué mal. No, voy a hacer así. Lo voy a acabar ya. No. Shit. O intercambio de estas. Anda, ya había esta. Va. Puedo convertir 3. Entiendo. Puedo hacer si no... No, porque me va... O sea, necesito uno sí o sí. Ay, qué rollo. O lo uso para equipar cosas. O, mira. Como ya ha terminado ya el turno. Una de 2. Este curaba, ¿verdad? Sí. Úsalo. Sí. Cúralo un poquito. No, ni ahora me deja. Bueno. Ah, no, me deja... O sea, me es para cambiar los que ya tienen. Vale. Bueno, es igual. Voy a terminar ya. Seguramente me mate a Kaya si no me doy cuenta. Pero... ¡Ay, mira, Ito! Pero bueno. Jolín, qué mal. Sí. Bueno.
63
Ah, ya me lo he matado. Ah,
Okay. One character card defeated.
1. Yauch. Pues nada, chica. Bye bye. Sorry.
My research has failed.
Bueno. No 100% ahí. Sin que nadie se muera, pero al menos, mira, se ha intentado.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game.
Sí, ¿no?
If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That
Oh,
kind of
lo que le ha
thing is
dicho.
looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Sí, ¿no? Sí, fue muy reñida.
Paimon
Sí, sí,
didn't
sí.
know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
Se pica.
Lost bit alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you
Bueno.
down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
True, true.
You make a good point, Diona.
Mirage.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Estoy de acuerdo. Fue una gran partida. Sí, la verdad.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good. Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that.
Oh, no.
Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more
Me
help,
encanta la
go
voz.
bother
Le
Shuyan.
ponen. Ah. Muy fan de Diona. Yes. Ay, pero qué ilusión poder entrar en la taberna. Ah. Mira. Mira qué mono. Miau. Ay. Venga, vale. Le monto una torre de gatos así a mis gatos. ¿Plan hago una réplica? No te diría que no, ¿eh? No está mal. Pondría unas rampitas y eso, pero... ¡Ay! Este es muy mono también. ¡Qué cookie! ¡Oh! La inspiración viene a mí. ¡Oh! ¡Cute! Bueno.
Quit following me.
¿En serio dice eso? Diona.
I have to make drinks for the customers now. If you've got any more questions about Genius Invocation TCG, you can go ask Shuyan. He's over there.
Bueno. Pues entonces... ya nos vemos. ¡Hala! Me encanta que sean gatitos ahí como... Pero mira el gato. ¡Oh! Me encanta ese gato. por favor. Bueno, vamos a hacer la misión de Kazuha, de la legendaria, al menos hoy. A ver si la puedo hacer de una vez. No sé cuánto dura, por eso. Pero vamos a ver. A ver. Es que mira cuánta cosa hay. Uf, yo no tengo... O sea, imagínate si tengo cosas pendientes. Bueno, vamos para allá. Encima las diarias las tengo por aquí, las diarias. Bueno. A ver, un momento. Vale. Ay. Uy, el niño. A ver. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Aparte del globo, que lo tengo ahí. Lo haré después eso. Ya que tenemos a Kazuha. Esta misión, la legendaria esta, la tendría que haber hecho hace un montón de tiempo. Pero mira. Nunca dio la ocasión. Pues sí. Dale, Dani, nos vemos. Vale, disfruta. Ay, madre mía. Todo en abrir y cerrar de ojos, sí, la verdad. Espera. Ay. Oigo pasos. Oh, ten cuidado. Sí. Ojito. Viene alguien. Obviamente el niño no va a hacer nada, pobrecito, porque está a nivel 1. Pero sí. Tener cuidado de que no le den.
So you don't have a vision after all.
What?
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
What?
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animal vision.
Oh no. ¿Qué quieres de él?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Vale, bien. Ok. Bish.
What the heck is this guy's problem?
What the heck?
Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Por fin dices algo inteligente. Totalmente de acuerdo.
Right?
Sí.
Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to
Pobre
challenge Kazuha
Paimon.
to a duel,
El bully.
he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Lo cierto es que tengo una corazonada, sí.
Oh?
Hostia.
What kind of hunch?
Creo que ese tipo tiene una conexión especial con Kazuha. Sí, ¿no?
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Su manera de luchar es parecida. Ah, pues.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
Vale.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
A ver. Vamos a buscar a Kazuha. ¡Plop! Y hasta aquí. Pero un momento.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
A ver. Ya está. Uf, madre mía. ¿Dónde está el muchacho? Ahí está. Que yo supongo me la hacen hacer porque sé que... Yo porque lo sé, porque... El tema del festival... Que... Él y... O el abuelo de él era, o el tatarabuelo, no me acuerdo. De Kazuha y Scaramouche se conocían. O algo por el estilo. No me acuerdo. También por lo del... Me vi el tráiler de Scaramouche después. Otra vez. Bueno, lo de la escena esta que hicieron de... Ay, de la misión de Arconte, ¿sabes? Y luego ya había allí... plan, cositas. Dije, oh, amigo. Chao. ¿Querías a Xiao? Pues no, tienes a Chao.
Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
¿También? A ver.
Well,
¿Qué ha
we took the
pasado?
small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Veis.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
True, true.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Supongo que es como la técnica que Beidou usó para derrotar a Haishan, sí.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
¿En serio?
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Después de todo, la mentalidad de la Shogun ha cambiado. Sí, también. True.
Thank you. Guess we'll go
Thank
pay a
you.
visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right
Qué
then.
bonito.
I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Oh. A ver. Ay, 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 ay. Menos mal del teletransporte. Uf. Shish. Pero sí, sí, sí. Ay, es que estoy modo medio susurro por la voz así que tengo.
Time to go.
Modo Estoy aquí modo con los drops también desde el chat. En este por aquí, que juegue Genshin, tenéis los drops ahí activaditos. A ver qué nos dicen. Dos Kazuhas. What the?
Oh? It's you.
Oh, míralo. Mm.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
A ver.
We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
Nos está haciendo SMR ninja. Hola, buenas chicos. No, y toca SMR. Wow, wow. Es que a ver, porque si hablo, intento hablar más fuerte, es como, si hablo flojito, puedo hacer mi voz normal. Pero si hablo un poco más fuerte, ya es modo que se me sale la voz ya de ultratumba. No puedo. Es que tiene mucha coña. Ay, jolín. ¿Sabes qué? Voy a hacer una cosa. Ya que estamos cada vez peor, déjame hacer esto. Así. Ahora sí. Estaré un ratito así. Pero bueno. Algo oído, sí.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaedahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya.
En serio.
Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun, and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
Ay, topro.
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Estabas a Kazuha sobre el ataque a las afueras de la
Why
ciudad.
would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Tercer intento de dibujar a John Wick realista. Vamos a ver cómo sale. Oh, a ver, luego quiero ver, ¿eh? Quiero ver el dibujo. Quiero ahí ver. Yo de lo último que me has ido enseñando has ido mejorando bastante, ¿eh, Nas? Me gusta, me gusta. Sí, 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 sí. Pues sí, sí, dale, dale. Tú puedes. Sí se puede. Sería otro discípulo de tu maestro. ¿Tienes hermanos? ¿Tienes hermanos?
No.
Oh.
This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury. Or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what...
Ay, ahora me he dado cuenta que tengo dos de Nemo y voy aún más rápido. Ah, qué bien eso. Uy. Déjame hacer una cosa al menos. Antes que nada. Porque pobre. A nivel 1 y con esto aún. No sé si tengo algo que esté medio decente para este muchacho. La gente que le ha puesto crítico, ¿no? Heiso te lo voy a cambiar de mientras, creo. Sí. Mira. Sí. Ahí está. Que al menos puede hacer un poquito de daño, porque... Pobre... Vale. No. Este no, este.
I can see the great deal of effort you put forth.
No, pero de libritos no me faltan, ¿eh? Eso sí. Madre mía. Uf. No. Uno menos. Vale. Sí, mira, sí tengo.
The
Al
wind
menos
is
se ve.
blowing this way. What did you do?
Yo no he hecho nada.
Relax.
Me encanta. Vi las otras versiones en plan en japonés y en los otros es como y aquí es como mi amigo. Bueno, va. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, puede ser. ¿En serio es así? Relax. Ay, este men. Es que no tengo nada en plan bueno ahora mismo. Bueno, pero al menos que tenga un poquito de nivel. En plan, que no me lo maten de una tan fuertemente, aunque sí, porque está a 5000, pero... A ver. No. Ahí. Un momento. ¡Ah! Eso digo yo. Muchacho. Ya. Yo. Fu. Vale, aquí no se le puede dar a like como a Kazuha. Eso quería ver. Vale. ¿Dónde está Ryushi? Ahí está. No.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora?
God damn.
Whoa. Oh, wait. Even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Oh no.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
Se lo habrían notado, ¿no?
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Eso fue un cumplido. No fue fácil ganarle, ¿no?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
A ver.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma! Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Sí, investiguemos ambos casos al mismo tiempo. Sí.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Sí.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Vale. O sea, tenemos que ir para allá. Mira qué rápido que vamos. A ver qué dicen.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Ah, ya veo.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Sí.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Ishin?
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, But an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedahara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own
Es que
personal
encima la hacían
sentiments,
la peli el otro
not by
día.
any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. And neither of them
Ha
came
entrado un
back.
gato. La viene a liar. ¿Un incendio? What?
Yes. Strange,
Gato, ¿qué estás
isn't it?
haciendo?
I wonder what
Ay,
could
Dios
have
mío.
caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind.
Acabo de darme cuenta
He
que
has never
tiene,
gotten
que
into
tiene
a
el ojo
fight
así
before.
diferente. El abuelo.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for
Al
certain,
menos en esa parte.
it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry, you have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Deberíamos hablar con la familia de Nagato. Sí. A ver.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
A ver. Que me entere yo. ¿Qué está pasando? A ver. ¿Está arriba? Uf. Tremenda hostia se ha metido. El escara muchacho.
Quit following me.
Ah. Ya está, ya tiene nuevo apodo. Escara muchacho. A ver.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now.
What?
My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again.
Coño.
I'm sorry you have to
muchacha.
see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Oh.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Oh no.
Whoa!
She took the
And
children.
that led to an argument.
Oh no.
Actually, it didn't.
Se llevó a los
Generally,
niños.
he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Es importante poner límites, sí.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Amin Omeyuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the
El gato está ahí
warehouse,
arriba, aún.
and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period.
También es verdad.
But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Sí, ¿no?
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned.
El gato se quedó
Rest
sentado.
assured,
Qué mono.
we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Ay, madre mía. Esta mujer. A ver.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance.
Sí, ¿no?
The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paima was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and... Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Tal vez hubo una discusión durante la transacción para ocultar la verdad. Quizá.
An interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility.
¿Quién sabe?
Amenoma
¿No?
Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
Sí. Tampoco parece estar conectado con el atacante. No.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma.art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Venga, va. A ver. ¿Para dónde voy? ¿Está muy lejos? No. O sea, ya veo lo que pasa, ¿eh? También, o sea... Aquí, si quiero volar con él... Ok. Lo tendré que hacer antes de hacer nada. Vale.
Wait.
A ver.
I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Eres bastante confiable, sí.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
Oh.
It's right around here somewhere.
Oh. A ver.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
A ver qué hacemos, gato. Que te estoy viendo aquí muy rápido. ¿Qué quieres hacer? En medio no te puedes quedar, ¿eh? Tengo el gato aquí en medio. ¡Ah! Ponte, hombre. Ponte en el regazo. Gato en el regazo. Gato en el regazo. Ya está. Ya tengo el gato en el regazo. Pondré el micro aquí. Así. Que se me escuche un poquito al menos. Los taragamis, sí.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Ronca. Guapo.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
¿Cómo es que nadie lo notó? Eso
From
también es
what
verdad.
I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Sí.
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
Es muy peligroso, ¿eh? Pero bueno,
if we don't open
a la
this door,
aventura.
we can move no closer to the truth.
¿Tú?
You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
No sé si eso es bueno o malo.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
No hay tiempo que perder, sí.
Yes, let's go.
Vamos.
If nothing else, it's vital that we
Vamos.
find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Visión elemental. Ahí lo noto.
Too slow. You want to use my hat as an umbrella? Huh. The audacity to even make that request.
La
From
línea
this
de voz,
point, the trail
amigo.
appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Sean Nagato y Amenoma, ¿no?
Quite possibly.
¿Momento?
Let's search the area.
Vale, ahora. Ya está.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls.
¿Dónde?
They're acting really strangely.
Oh.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Obvio que ahora no hará nada de daño, pero... Pero bien.
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Me mola. Escaramouche futbolero.
As one with wind and cloud. It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff.
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Uf, no me hagas leer. No lo voy a leer en voz alta. Lo voy a dejar aquí para que lo leáis. Lo voy a leer también sin voz. Le robó la espada. Oh, madre mía. Vamos, en resumen, que le ha robado la... Yuya le ha robado la espada y le ha quemado el almacén. Ay.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact
¿Por qué
that
está
its
todo tan
aura seems to
borroso?
have
Oh, Dios
attracted
mío.
a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Bueno, pediremos a la comisión que haga una búsqueda exhaustiva, sí.
Yes.
Así
Right
ya.
now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right. So let's get moving.
Vale. ¿Cómo llegamos a esto? Sí.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that,
¿Cómo
if
que
it's
bonk?
correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two
¿Eres
men's
tú?
disappearance,
Oli, ¿qué tal?
but also
¿Cómo va?
zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait.
Ya echaba de menos tus bonks.
So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Bueno. A ver.
ASI barra baja PH dice, Aquí resfriado viéndote desde
¡Sí!
mi cama.
Estamos igual, amigo. No me hagas bon, compren entonces. Ah.
Clear weather all around, bright and
O
starry.
sea, estamos los dos resfriados ahí, tremendo resfriado. Ahora tengo un poquito mejor la voz, pero al principio del directo tenías que haberme escuchado, ¿eh? ¡Oh! La corona. Wait a minute. ¿Qué hago esto?
AC_BH
Lo hago.
dice, pontela.
Me pongo la corona. Ahí está.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
¡Oh! Ahí está. El men.
Kaedehara Kazuha.
Por cierto, tengo el gato encima ahora, ¿eh? Lo tengo en el regazo ahora.
So it is the same guy
Está durmiendo.
from before.
Oh, bueno.
Problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Amigo. Mola la espada, ¿eh? La espada.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Está poseído.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Meyuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya.
ASI_BH dice, así mi especie demuestra afecto, tome un último y la veo mientras me abrigo.
All he needed was more time and a little faith.
Dale. Abrígate, ponte el chaquetón. Que si no... Uf, yo también voy ahí abrigadita. Madre mía. Es lo que comentaba, que estos días, como he estado allí en la entrada, que pasaba frío, es como ya está. Ya me ha pillado resfriado, seguro. Eso que le llevaba encima y con el frío ya se ha activado, ha dicho, es mi momento. Ahora que tienes que hacer cosas, te vas a resfriar. Es como, no, pues sí. Y como,
And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill.
Por eso.
It culminated in his creation of me.
ASI_BH dice, a mí me da gripa o más por el cambio de estación, lo bueno que dura poco, 1 día o 1 hora máximo.
Uf, qué suerte. Yo es más tipo... Me ha pillado así como medio resfriado, pero como angina, ¿sabes? Por eso se me pone la voz así como medio ronca a veces. En plan modo... Pero... Sí. Pero... Ay, madre mía.
He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
Me dura así más días a mí.
In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
ASI_BH dice, bueno te estaré viendo ya acostado Naro.
Dale, dale, descansa. Yo estoy aquí medio tapada con el gato, así que también modo así, manta y tecito calentito. Pero sí.
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
So Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful!
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me.
Pero bueno. Ay, que quiere pelea. Encima. Vale. Au.
The wind knows me. Squall and fury.
Pam.
You're dead.
History. Join me and sever the divine light. Flames purge me.
How amusing.
Ow. How amusing. No, Vanus. Ahora no es el momento de levantarse. No, gato, no.
Wind rises.
Gato, no me hagas esto, hombre, no hagas esto. Me da el otro tuco. No puedo. Gato, no hagas eso. ¿Por qué eres así, gato? O sea, tiene de sitios para hacer cosas y se pone en la estantería aquí. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué haces? Bájate.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
Oh.
Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Entonces tenemos que hacerte pedazos.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. If you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool.
Lo que le ha dicho.
I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream and the very purpose for which I was brought into being.
No, Leo, no me pulses el teclado, hombre.
You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
Se pica.
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you.
¿Pelea?
Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
¡Ay, Litos! Hola, ¿qué tal? Olis, ¿cómo va? ¿Qué tal todo? Gracias por el raid. Hello. ¿Qué tal? Voy con mi voz así. Sí, amigo. Bueno, es lo que hay, tú. Tenemos que pagar ahí las facturas. Oye, poco a poco. Uf, yo mira, así con voz de... Ahora la tengo mejor, pero al principio del directo era como... Wow, 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 wow. Aún la tengo así un poco chunga, pero... ¡Oh! Gracias, hombre. Ay, dale.
No queda más remake.
Ay, dale. Sí. Exacto. Es como... Ah. Gracias por el sub. Ay, os agradezco molt. Gracias, gracias. Ay, pero sí, sí, sí. ¿Qué digo? Vamos a acabar este y iré cerrando porque fijo están cenando ya ahora. Lo estoy medio oliendo, así que... 2 mesesicos, sí. Ay, gracias. Demasiado peligroso. A ver.
If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet.
True.
The cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
Ay,
We have
míralo.
a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
De acuerdo.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too.
Espera un momento.
Now, take me in your hand.
¡Oh! Amigo, cómo mola. Oh, Dios.
Kazuha?
Litio SV dice, empúñame baby.
I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment.
Uy, uy.
It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
Avísanos de inmediato si sientes que algo va mal, sí.
I will. Thank you.
Ay, ay.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute.
Amigo.
Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Parece una opción apropiada, sí. Vamos para allá.
All right.
A ver.
Please lead the way.
Ya va.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
A ver. Mejor saltar desde aquí, ¿no? Sí. Creo que sí. A ver. Ay, pues eso. Lo que comentaba, que en el mercadillo este que hemos hecho, seguro de pillar el resfriado allí. O sea, segurísimo. O sea, el lunes se puso a llover, hacía frío ya, de primeras. Algo pillé seguro, un bicho. Porque si no, no me explico. A ver. Venga, va. Vamos para allá. Que sí voy a cambiar a este muchacho. O no sé. Me pondrán a Kazuha, ¿no? De prueba. ¿Sabes qué?
Don't keep me waiting.
Voy a probar así. Tartas pagua. Ah, no, mira, solo han puesto a Kazuha. Pues vaya. Entonces, ¿para qué me pide?
Leave everything on this journey to me.
¡Oh, míralo! A ver. Mira, 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 mira. Me mola, por eso. Se ve bonita. Aún así.
My lucky day. Time to go. Into the wind. With nature.
Me encanta Kazuha.
Let's get down to business.
Lo único que eso. Que aquí. ¡Oh! ¡Qué fantasía! Hacer así. Toma. Todos juntos.
How are you feeling? You okay?
Momento.
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use.
Kazuha siempre mola.
Kazuha
siempre es mola. Ya ha entrado el gato otra vez.
Something else on your mind?
How strange.
Ay, hola manzanilla, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va?
He's instead trying to match my fighting rhythm.
Uf, pues mira.
Let's keep going.
Estoy en modo así medio resfriada. Ahora tengo la voz un poquito mejor que antes al principio, pero... La verdad. No te voy a mentir. Ay, el gato. Qué sustos me da. Gato, para ya, hombre. A ver. No sé si hay mucho más de misión. Espero que no. Gato, ¿qué haces, hombre? Que si no, mejor paro. Un momento, voy a cenar algo. Una de dos. Que aquí sin... Solo con el fuego. A ver. A ver.
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
Me tengo que hacer la cena. ¡Ah, qué palo! Sí, mucho palo, ¿no? ¡Guau! Sí que sopita de cebolla. Uf. ¿Qué sucede? ¿Se ha vuelto oscura?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amano Mayuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Gato, ¿qué haces? El gato está en plan toqueteando cosas. He dormido mucho y no me gusta... Ah, bueno, es que no deberías dormir mucha siesta. Siempre que vas a hacer siesta, tienes que ponerte alarma. Siempre, porque si no luego pasa eso. Y luego es cuando dices, mierda, oh no. Oh no.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strike.
Sí.
It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Ah, ¿llevaste una gatita al veterinario así? ¿Y eso?
Reached his limit.
Pero tú ya que te la has encontrado, ¿qué pasa?
It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
Ah, vale, vale.
True form? What are you talking about?
Sí. Oh.
Huh? What the?
A ver.
Is this the same blade as before?
Uy, sí que está desgastado, sí. Parece que está a punto de romperse.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
¿Crees que te hará caso?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Oh.
Where do they keep coming from?
Ah, no deberías seguir usando la espada.
Yup. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Ahora con todos no, solo él.
Let's get down to business.
¿Cuál es la que usa? A ver. ¿Es aún la misma? Ah, no. ¿En serio?
One with nature.
As one with wind and cloud.
You fought way better with your own
Me encanta que las escenas aún duran así.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed.
Hard.
My physical state is poor,
But
without proper maintenance.
Okay, no.
I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is.
Pobre espadita.
Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Oh.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
Sí, ¿no? Eso iba a decir.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
Ay, hola gatito, ¿qué
I
tal?
sensed it, but
¿Cómo
I
va?
couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
Es que apuntas a un oso con una cámara y se queda paralizado durante 3 segundos pensando, ¿qué es lo que tiene en la mano? Modo, oh no. Y luego te vendrá por ti.
I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination,
y te hará una sesión
you
de
were
fotos el
destined
oso.
never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Veo parecidos.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Ya terminé el John Wick, está medio loco.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Bueno, poco a poco, hombre. Lo que te digo.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
A ver. How? How? A ver. Kazuha.
When I touched the hilt for the first
Había un
time,
cofre aquí.
it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey.
Amigo.
But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith. That they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, His ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
A ver. Antes que nada. ¿Y puedo ir para allá? A ver. ¿Hay algo? Uy, sí, me puedo ir. Puedo ir lejos. Shish. Bueno. Voy a ir para atrás. Estoy aquí investigando. Para que luego... Mira el dron. ¡Ah! Cómo mola.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my fortune like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Ame no Mayuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Otra oportunidad.
Let's hear it.
Otra oportunidad. A ver.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill.
Uf, estamos todos pochos.
He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Ahora sí vamos por el fondo, ¿no? ¿O no? Ah. Ya está. Amigo, no sabía yo. No hay nada más, ¿no? Aquí. No. No, no creo que haya nada. Me encanta ver solo el sombrerito en plan de Bueno. A ver. ¿Qué es lo que queda ahora por hacer? Porque la verdad... Yo querría ir a cenar. Pero creo que no le queda mucho. Así que vamos a terminarlo como mínimo. Y me iré a cenar. Es hora de cenar. Así que... Vamos a terminar. Pues mira, no te diría que no, Litus. La verdad. Es que hoy para comer ya he comido en plan sopita. Así con pollo y demás. Así que... eso fue algo más relajado. Sí. Ahí borracho y todo.
Even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of
Volcatar, Volcatar.
Kaedehara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art. Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
Oh.
It is my honor also.
Oh. Amigo.
Into the wind.
Mira qué rápido.
Wind Strider. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind Strider.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as
Kazuha
mine
con
alone,
voz
and not
grave.
let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish.
El cambio de voz es como,
He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
A ver.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Bueno. A ver cuál es la conclusión de todo. pasado? What the f... Pero, ¿qué ha pasado? El punto de teletransporte me ha dado un chispazo, ¿o qué? Mal funcionamiento, me han dicho. What?
It's Yuya. You have returned.
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
El susurrador de espadas me han dicho, ¿no?
He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
Happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
Esto es ficción, sí.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
A ver. Ojo.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable.
Sí, él sabe lo que se hace.
If I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
Oh, va a reparar.
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind.
Oh,
Kabutsurube Ishin.
qué bonita.
This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
¿Nos la dan? Esa es mi pregunta.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Hola, Jeremy. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo va?
It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions.
Oh.
And thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Bueno. Los restos de los arcontes derrotados no deben de tomarse a la ligera. Sí, también. True.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those
Te acabas de
who fought
levantar
to repeal
ahora,
the vision
hijo.
hunt decree did.
Madre mía.
Your quest to face the gods
Estás con resfriado
and trace
también.
your sibling
Estás
inspires
en
me in
modo
the same way.
como nosotros.
After
Suki
everything
también
I've
está
seen,
así resfriado.
perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
¿No?
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Te lo agradezco.
Wait.
Sí.
Shouldn't we also go update Kujo-Kamaji?
Un momento.
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
De verdad que ahora mismo tengo una trompeta por nariz, ¿eh? Cada vez que me suena la nariz es como... A ver. Puede ir así. Uy, se enfada. Míralo. El escaramuchacho. Por cierto, me ha salido... He ganado el 50-50, ¿eh? Me ha salido la primera. Esta vez sí. Yo creo que me pasa en plan... Uno sí o uno no. En plan, uno me sale sin perder 50-50 y el otro perdiendo. Porque la Najida perdí 50-50 con... Genshin, creo, ¿no? Que me acuerde yo. Así que... Eso. Mira el dron. Ah, está... ¿What? ¿Abajo? ¿Cómo que abajo? ¿Cómo que en la estatua? Ah.
The wind rises.
Sí.
You've
Sí salió.
returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost.
Yo creo que voy a probar a ver si me sale Ayato en el siguiente.
The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Y la pose.
A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware. but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
Silencio ahí.
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now.
Yes.
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Y yo sé que fue a Sumeru, así que se fue a Sumeru. Vale. O sea, ahora sí ya mira.
Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else?
¿Por qué me haces esto?
And as for your brother, so many questions.
Pues sí, la verdad. ¿Cuántas preguntas? Pero míralo, el escaramuchacho. ¡Ay, el escaramuz! Escaramuz. Escaramuz. Lo siento, pero es muy divertido esto de volar así. Encima que tiene el sprint aún. ¿Ya? ¿Qué más quieres? A ver, gente. Oh, he subido de nivel. Voy a hacer una tirada del normal, porque ahora sí me ha caído uno. Así que vamos a hacer esto. Tengo una. Ya para terminar, y me iré a cenar porque es ahora ya un poquito tarde. También tengo que dejar de escuchar la voz. Supongo que haré el sábado, ¿no? El domingo directo. No sé si de esto o dibujando. Lo comenté. Ya veremos. O hago a lo mejor mitad y mitad. No sé. Pero sí, a ver. Vamos a tirar. No creo que me salga nada a la primera. O sea, estoy a 0 ahora mismo. Así que no lo sé. No sé qué hay de comer. Así que sorpresa. Si no, lo más seguro es que me haga un poco de sopa. Así que, no, ves, 4 estrellas. Vamos a ver igualmente qué es lo que me ha salido. ¡Oh! La Ningguang. Nada, 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 nada. Nada, nada. Nada de nada. Bueno. Sorpréndame, sofá. Sí, hablando de mamis, exacto, es lo que decía. ¿Dónde? Ningguang. Ningguang. Y nada, lo dicho. En la tienda me tienta mucho, ¿eh? A lo mejor lo pille. La constelación. Pero sí, yo creo que voy a pillar, si no, a Kaya. Pero... Vale. O sea, tendría para 50-50 y a lo mejor pillar a Yato. Vale. Vale. De momento me voy a esperar. ¿Cuánto me queda aquí? En el... 15 días. Vale. Si, o sea, antes de reiniciar la tienda habrá un cambio en el otro. Vale. No, o sea, tengo un poquito de tiempo aún. Vale. Ay, pero me encanta. Míralo. Siempre está sonriendo. Está cute. What? Mujer. Ya tendré que hacerle el build también a este muchacho, así que... Pero mira. Está feliz. He happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. Quiero ver la otra animación, esa.
Relax.
Me encanta el... Ay. No. Pero sí. Bueno, gente, yo me despido ya. Me voy a ir a cenar, que en verdad ya me han llamado antes. Y debería ir. Lo dicho, nos vemos si eso el domingo un ratito. Aunque sea dibujando, de chill así. A lo mejor hago un rato, yo que sé, Animal Crossing y luego no, me pongo a dibujar. O al revés. Pero sí, ya veremos. No sé. Me despido por el momento. Si eso luego me pongo un ratito en Discord, si no para hablar. O para acabar de hacer las diarias. Y nos vemos, ¿vale? Ale, adiós, bye bye, nos vemos, descansad mucho, tomad vuestras medicinas, lo voy a hacer yo también, así que dibujo, sí. Que sí que he estado mucho dibujando bastante, en plan, cuando he estado ahora en la paradita, mientras no pasa mucha gente, pues aprovecho, pero claro, es lo que decía el otro día, que no lo puedo hacer en directo, así que sí, lo dicho. Nos vemos, ¿vale? Vale, bye. Bye, bye. No sé, espera. No sé si hay alguien que le pueda hacer reír ahora. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Un momento. ¿Qué abro esto? Ah. Es que no sé si está Shui ya haciendo directo. Si no le mando ahora. O si hay alguien que le pueda mandar. A ver. No. No. Bueno, mira, le vuelvo a mandar a Sora. Ya que me ha hecho a mí el raid. Pasaros por ahí, saludad. Y nos vemos. ¿Vale? Ya que me ha hecho el raid, le doy la vuelta. Vale. A ver. Así también quedaros, así os dan los puntitos, ¿vale? Nos vemos. Vale. Bye.